What up, humans? It's Empress, and welcome to Jupiter Lab. Today is a really special day because it is a full moon in Virgo. That's really exciting to me because we haven't actually done a Jupiter Lab on a moon phase or moon cycle. So I'm excited to do a restorative practice today. This is just going to be a full body reset. So if you are having aches, pains, or you just need to do a good reset, this is going to be your day to join in and have a good time. I do have some announcements for those that are watching live. Today, on March 13th, we actually have a few different virtual events going on, and on March 14th. So I do want to make a few announcements before we get started. Excuse me. So on today, after Jupiter Lab, right at 10 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time, we will be going live on Taurus Moon Metaphysical, which is our umbrella company that you guys see every single time we go live. Taurus Moon Metaphysical is a wellness brand that is bringing education and experiences to families, from youth to adults to our elders that are interested in learning more or even just adapting and introducing more metaphysical products and experiences into their life. So today we'll be doing a live flash sale on Instagram at Taurus Moon Metaphysical and partnered with Lucid Genes. And so you'll have a chance to go and browse and check out all of the different metaphysical products that we have to offer. But it's more than just a flash sale. We will be playing games and having lots of good fun. So if you like to do trivia or you like to challenge yourself with educational questions that you think you may know the answers to, this will be the space to come to. We also will be doing giveaways for those that get correct answers. And so I think it's just going to be a blast and such a good time. So, with that being said, there's two times, like I said, 10 a.m. to 11. And then if you are working throughout the day and you need an evening time, we do have an evening time available. That will be 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. And so both sessions will be an hour long. Whatever supplies last will be available. So if you come in the first session or you do or you don't make it for the first session, you'll have that experience. But depending on how that first one goes will depend on how or what products we have left. Um, and then tomorrow is our very first Moonmint Collective. So if you've been joining us here for a while, you know that we've been talking a little bit about Moonmint Collective. We've been talking a little bit about Movement Collective and the different things that we're looking forward to on that. So, if you're new here and you have never heard of me talking about Movement Collective, just a brief overview. Movement Collective is a virtual experience where we're starting a virtual studio where we have wellness checks. So, this is our spinoff of our sister village where we have interactive experiences. And so, we meet every full or new moon and new moon, where we talk journal prompts, we talk different elements of whatever the moon is in, whatever the element is in, whatever that sign is, and we explore different conversations that can help us elevate and really align with the best version of ourselves. And then we explore movement. And so this is where the moon mint comes together. We are exploring different movement qualities through these elements that we this cat, y'all, that we feel are beneficial or movements that help us. And so sometimes we will go through different shapes or poses or things that come to mind when we talk about the elements. Like today, the full moon is in Virgo, so we're exploring Earth, but it's a mutable Earth. So how can we flow in this grounded state? And what comes to mind when you think about mutable Earth? So we'll get more into that in our Movement Collective. If you want to learn more, there will be a link in the description of this video. However, I know that this video later on, it doesn't post until about 24 hours later. So if you want to get that information, head over to my Instagram, Movement Empress. That's MOVEMENT Empress, EMPRESS. And that is on Instagram. I will have all of my information in the bio, and join that broadcast channel if you want to get all the latest updates. That is the best and safest way to stay updated so you don't miss any of the good, valuable content that we have. So, thank y'all. If y'all can hear me good and clear, please leave a comment. Let me know. Let's engage because I see some folks in the room and I would love to I would love to engage with y'all. So, yes, let me know if you can hear me and put an emoji of how you feel right now. Like, let's just get into it, okay? I might have to put this little cat up. Okay. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm not sure if you guys are able to access the live channel. I know sometimes if you are a new subscriber in the live, it doesn't let you comment for like 5 minutes. So we're just gonna get started. If you guys are able to comment, please leave a comment so I know you're in the room. Whether it be an emoji or however you're feeling right now, we're just excited to be here and share space. So let's get started, get into it. Let's head over to our mat and we're gonna just get into it, okay? So I'm gonna set my timer so we can stay on track because I know I did just take a good 5 minutes of our time, but we're gonna make sure we get a full experience today, okay? So let's start on our mat and on all fours, meeting me here at tabletop, okay? We're just gonna act like there's not a little cat here, okay? So we're actually going to round our spine, bringing our belly button to our spine as we exhale and taking a deep breath in, bringing that belly down into cow. And really just checking in with the body here. Waking up to the spine. Greeting your body with gentle motions. And if you feel like you want to move in a circular motion or different directions, please take that movement. Take this time to really get adjusted and acclimated to your body as we're waking up for the day, as this is our first introduction to movement, intentional movement for our body. What does our body need right now? Nice. You may feel and hear some clicks and ticks and pops in your body. That is so good. Alrighty. Let's shift our weight back to our heels so you can bring the toes together into a triangle. And then we're just going to shift our weight back, reaching our arms to the top of our mat into child's pose, relaxing the crown of the head down to the mat. And we're going to rest here for a little bit. And in this moment of rest, let's bring to the forefront of our mind an intention for today's practice. Tuning in with your breath. Affirming your intention to yourself, maybe through your breath. And on your next exhale, meet me in tabletop. Awesome. All right, so let's get into some bird dog. I don't know if y'all have heard of that, but I'm gonna demonstrate. So we're going to raise our right hand forward like we're reaching for something in front of us, and then we're gonna raise our left leg up. Just checking in with our body, checking in with our balance. Switching sides, reaching that left arm up, reaching that right leg back. Oh wow, I just looked at the screen, seen a whole lot of comments. And back. Thank y'all for the love. Reach it up. This guy Blink's about to get put up. Switching. Switch again. And down. Let's bring our weight back to sit on our heels, and let's just wake up our wrist a little bit. We're gonna do some different motions today that I want you guys to be fully prepared and equipped, so I don't want any aches and pains throughout this practice. And again, any movements that I do today, if you feel that you need to modify, please take that modification and feel no shame at all. Everybody's body is different. And so we need to take those necessary steps that makes us feel good and makes our body feel good. So just right now we're taking this motion, figure of 8 with our wrist, waking those wrists up. Waking them up. And then we're going to do some flash hands, jazz hands, waking those hands, waking those fingers up, waking those wrists up. Maybe you want to articulate and undulate the fingers one hand and finger at a time. And then pulling the tops of the fingers down and pressing the heel of the hand outward. This feels so good. Like, I enjoy movement for these moments right here. Like when you stretch, you just feel that, like, that full stretch from like one limb all the way out. It's just magic to me. And it makes me want to move every day. So again, we're going to switch sides, pressing the fingers down, pressing that heel of that hand forward. Shout out to my friend who gifted me this fit today. I'm loving it. And clearly Blink is loving it too. Let's take our hand out as if we're like, nice to meet you. We're going to take that hand out and pull the fingers and then pressing the wrist forward. All the way up the arm. You guys are heavy texters, phone a lot. Your arms, hands, and wrists will probably be thanking you right now for this. So let's give it all in. Switching hands. So I have been doing these videos for about 2 months now, and most of the videos that we do, we get about 10 to 15, maybe even 7 views. And the last video we did, when this guy came into the video, we had 107 views. So I'm wondering if he got something to do with the views. Well, we're gonna see how long he can hang in there, but I don't know if I can let him stay for long because he's attacking me every little step of the way. So I think I'm gonna put him up because, or maybe even take this off because we're being attacked. Okay. All right. So let's get into our flow. All right. Just follow me. Don't stress about it. We got this. Here we go. All right. So we're going to come back to all fours, back into tabletop. We're here on our wrists. We're checking in. Let's just feel where our body is right now. Like, how does your body feel in this moment? Let me take a few deep breaths in. It's really important for us to check in with our body at the beginning because at the end, we feel some new things, okay? So we're gonna press the balls of our feet down onto our mat, rising up just slightly, engaging the core so we're levitating or floating over our mat. We're gonna generate a little bit of heat here, taking a deep breath in through the nose and out. Another breath in and out. Once more, breathe it in. And on your exhale, pressing the tailbone up to the sky, heels down into the mat, and hands press into the earth. Let's walk the feet out here. Nice, good pops. Sync your breath with motion. Grounding the heels down to the mat. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, float the right leg up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let's swing that leg forward into pigeon pose. If you have props, you're more than welcome to use them to place them under your butt. If not, we can do it all freehand, solo. It doesn't have to be all extra. But yeah, just using your hands as support here. And we're just gonna sit here in pigeon pose. And with the intention to reach our back leg back, and then imagine that you have a string at the top of your knee and you're pulling, really elongating that stretch here. So you're separating the hips, really opening up here and allowing gravity to do what gravity does. Take 3 deep breaths here in this pose. On your third exhale, let's plant our toes into our mat and then swing that leg up into triangle pose. And then let's swing it into a lunge. Hands on either side of our leg. And then we can bring that back knee down. You can bring the top of the foot flat. Make sure I'm in frame. Top of the foot flat. And if you need to create more space within your lunge, you can walk that front foot forward. Again, in this position, we want to focus on our positioning and where things are aligned. So in this pose, it's really important to keep the knee in line with the ankle. So if you may be over crossing and have your knee over your toe, try to track back, walk that foot forward more so it's in line with the knee. Nice. Take a breath in. And let's exhale. We're going to straighten that front leg, flex the foot. You can relax the head over in the stretch. Nice. Shifting the weight forward, back into our lunge. We're going to shift back and forth from our straight leg to our bent leg. And straighten. And bend. And straighten. And bend. Straighten. And bend. And really allow yourself to sink into these poses. Sometimes we may feel some soreness and then we tense up and we don't breathe. But it's important that when we get into these poses, we really sink into it, allow our breath to lower us down closer into the pose. Good pops. Alrighty, we're gonna sit in this pose for just a moment. Take a few breaths in here. And on your exhale, maybe you get a little bit closer to your leg in your own timing. Sinking that chest down towards the knee. Shifting your weight back to bend the knee. Let's bring that right hand inside of our right leg. Propping that back leg up, straighten into a full lunge. And then let's slide that right leg back into plank. Hold here for a breath in. Shifting the weight forward, shifting those shoulders over the wrist and lower down. Again, you can bring the knees down here to modify pressing up to cobra. Nice. I love to come back to a child's pose after movements like that. So let's just shift our weight back. Collect our breath. Feel the openness and the shifting from one side to another. And let's meet back in the tabletop. How are y'all feeling so far from that side? I don't know how to work this thing, to be honest. Okay, well, I can't see, but we're gonna go on to the other side, okay? So let's press the balls of the feet into the mat, rising our body up just slightly. Again, we're floating here. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale. A breath in and exhale. Enjoy that heat. Breathe it in. And on your exhale, bring that tailbone up to the sky, pressing the heels into the mat. Nice. Relaxing the head over. Let's take a deep breath in. Sir. On our exhale, swing the leg up to the sky. Y'all being attacked here. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, swinging that leg forward into pigeon pose. Again, take whatever modifications you need here. If you have props to support you and support your bottom there, you can. Otherwise, it is not necessary. You can use your hands to hold your body up. And in this motion, again, we want to elongate the spine, lengthen our legs, pulling out our leg back. And imagine we have that string in that front knee, pulling our weight forward. So we're really opening up our hips here. Breathe here. Nice. Taking another deep breath in. I'm gonna prop that back leg up, swinging through and up. I said this was triangle pose earlier, and my mind was like, that's not it. But you know what we're doing, okay? Let's swing that leg up. I think it's a one-legged dog. And then we're gonna swing that leg forward into a lunge. Nice. Hands are on either side of the leg. Let's lower that knee down. Flatten that foot in the back. Make sure you can see all of me. Okay. Again, things we want to check in on when we are in this pose. Our knee is in line with our ankle. We are lengthening and stretching our leg back. If you have like a narrow stance here and you're like, I'm not really feeling anything, this is where you have an opportunity to shift and pull that leg back. So what I mean by that is using your hands on the ground, you will elongate that stretch by really pulling that leg back as if someone had a grip on your ankle and they pulled you back, right? And then if you maybe you went too far, right? You want to track our weight with our knee in line with our ankle. So maybe we can walk our ankle or walk our foot in a little bit and just make those adjustments as we need so that we feel most grounded in our pose, okay? So we're here. We're going to shift our weight back into this pose. Every time I'm in the process of a flow, the pose itself, the name of it slips my mind every single time. But y'all see what I'm doing, and we all on one accord, so it's all good. Okay, shifting the weight forward, bending that knee, coming back into a half lunge, and then we're gonna straighten. Again, syncing your breath with your motion. And allow yourself to breathe into that motion and really drop into the stretch. Or try to relax your body. If you feel any tension, breathe into those spaces and relax. Shifting. Yo, this guy is really having a time with this cardigan. All right. Let's shift back into this pose here. Relaxing the head over. Take a few deep breaths in here. And then let's shift the weight forward. Bringing that in outside hand in to be your left hand inside of your left foot. Let's rise up on our back leg into our full lunge, really elongating that stretch, feeling that openness in our hips, creating space, removing any blockages that we may have that have been seated in our pelvic areas where we store a lot of trauma, a lot of tension. So we're just releasing that, creating an open pathway for them to remove themselves. Anything that is no longer serving us, allow them to escape. Let's press into the ground here, shifting that left leg back into plank. Let's hold for a breath in. And as you breathe out, shift your weight forward and down. Pressing your hands into the earth, rising up for cobra. If this doesn't feel the best, you don't have to go so far up. You can just do a baby cobra here and just really energizing the back here, lengthening the spine. And then let's collectively shift back into child's pose, lowering the hips down to the heels, reaching the hands up above the head to the top of the mat. And let's receive 3 deep breaths here in this position. Let's rise up. In tabletop, we're going to take our last stretch here. We're going to open up the chest, open the heart, rising that arm up, like taking a glance up to the right hand. Feel that feel-good stretch across the back, opening up that chest. And then we're going to thread our arm through and under for thread the needle. You're welcome here to keep the hand propped on the mat, or you can go for a bind, reaching that hand behind your spine. For a few breaths here. We can unravel. Coming back to tabletop. Let's take it on the other side, reaching that hand up to the sky. Open that chest, really elongate the back, opening the heart. Opening up to receive. And thread it through, reaching under. You're welcome to keep the hand here, or you can go for a bind, reaching that arm up and over, behind the back. Taking some breaths here. And unravel. All right, and then our last thing, we're just gonna close out with Shavasana, really sealing in our deal, sealing in this whole practice. I know we've gone a little bit over, but it is totally worth it, okay? So if you have to go, thank you for joining, but let's just take a few moments to breathe through this practice and really seal everything that we have done. So you can take your mat, lie on your mat. You can open your palms up to receive, or you can place one hand, your right hand over your heart, and your left hand over your sacrum, your sacral chakra. Let's receive a breath in here and release. Twice more. Breathe in and out. Last one, make a count. Breathe it in and out. We have moved through a lot of transformative poses today. And I affirm that this flow has brought grounding, balance, and harmony within your nervous system, allowing you to progress forward through this full moon with the confidence and clarity that you need to release what is no longer serving you. May the gateways open for stagnant energy to be removed and allow the prosperous and abundant energy that allows you to thrive to flow in. May these rushing waters fill you with joy, ease, and play in the next 28 days of bliss. Taking a deep breath in and out. Remember your intention. Begin to wiggle the fingers and toes. Maybe rotating the wrists and ankles, bringing awareness back into the body. You can bend the knees to the side. And use the hand to prop yourself up into a seated position. And we're just going to close out by rising, taking a deep breath in as we rise the arms up, gathering all that good energy, everything that we have placed out on our mat. And then aligning the fingers and palms together, pressing those hands together, really activating and sealing in that energy. Breath in again. And as we exhale, we press the palms together, sealing it in at the third eye. Bringing it down before the throat and right over our heart. Ashe. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. This was a really good flow. I enjoyed myself, and I hope you did as well. Let me know in the comments how this was for you, okay? I would love to hear, and also love to figure out how to work this thing to see how I can see y'all's comments, because I did see some comments. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. It's not letting me scroll. Someone said hi. We got a hi. This is very intentional. I mean sub. Someone said hi. We can hear you clear. Someone has some sleep emojis. I have to go. We got a genie emoji and good. Yes, thank you. Whoever's still in the room, let me know how you're feeling right now. It doesn't let me scroll all the way up. Okay, there we go. Feeling really good for the day. Yes, awesome. Well, I'm happy to hear that. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, we do have a flash sale going on today at 10 a.m. So in about 15 minutes, we will be going live on Instagram. That is at Taurus Moon Metaphysical, which you can see right up over there on that board. There's going to be lots of fun things going on. There's going to be games, there's going to be giveaways, there's going to be discounted items. So I'm really excited because some of these items have never been discounted. So y'all are in for a treat if you're coming to join us. I would love to see you there. Thank you again for joining us, and I will see you next time. Peace.